Today's video is actually requested a long time ago, but I just got around to seeing the comment, was how to have a softer facial expressions. This is very important because we've been talking about the RBF a lot. We've been talking about having people skills and knowing how to deal with other people and not walking around being a repellent. And I know there's a lot of neurodivergent people that don't know, I know a lot of people that don't even know that their face is like giving, don't talk to me, walk away, right? And then there's people, you don't have to be neurodivergent, but it's just how your face is set and you're not aware. It's just your natural rested face, which is the RBF, is just a little bit, of a repellent. And why that can affect you, because people will be like, why do we care? There's always someone in the comments. I always say these videos are not for you. Why do you keep watching these videos? But there's always someone in the comments saying, but why do we care? Just be yourself, show your face. If people don't like it, oh well. And we know that does not work in any area of life. That does not work in your career. I'm telling you, unless you have your own business, and even then, if your business has to deal with clients or customers, you will always have to know how to be with people and practice people skills that you do not have already naturally. It will always be a hindrance to you. So success-wise, those type of people, it always matters to make sure, what are you giving off? Also with your family, it matters. It matters. There's even been a study on children and the stoic RBF face, like what it does for their development.
Where they started by videotaping the mother and the baby engaging and cooing and smiling. And then they asked the mother to basically put on a blank face and not respond at all.
What we've learned over the years is that babies are much more capable than we initially imagined, but they're also much more vulnerable.
When a baby is not attended to, that is a sign of danger to the baby biologically.
We see the baby and the dad playing together in their routines. There are things that they know about each other and things that they do together. And then we ask the dad to turn away. And when he turns back, to keep his face completely still and not respond to the baby. The results are almost immediate, and they're devastating. The baby looks to the dad and tries to get the dad to get back into those games. Hey, we were just playing just a minute ago, weren't we? We were having fun. What's going on? And within 3 minutes, the baby has really dissolved. She is trying to get out of a chair. And then we ask the dad to turn away again. And when he turns back, to go back to being regular dad. And it's a joyous reunion. They get back into their routines, the things that they do together, the things that they were just doing 3 minutes before.
So as you can see, the face that you have, even for children growing up in your home, it matters. So not all of my caretakers were in a happy disposition because they were stressed, they were working, we were immigrants, it wasn't all together. And it showed on their faces. People just wasn't walking around smiling too much. And it had an effect on me because I told you guys, I had the RBF for the longest time. That was just a natural face. Smiling was odd in the home because no one smiled in the home like that. It was odd. It wasn't until we all got a little bit older, we're knowing better, everybody's doing better, people started smiling again, but it already had its effect on me that had to be undone. So even if you're a parent or you're an auntie of many, it matters in your family relations. If you're in a relationship, if your spouse don't already know your face, like psychologically and mentally, physiologically, there's firings happening in our brain when we see a smiling, happy face, okay? When we greet someone and get a warm hug, that is scientific, that is physiological, that it has an effect on us versus someone who stonewalls us and is cold. So even if you want your relationship with others to be well, you're going to have to learn these skills. As a Christian, right? The Lord calls us to be in happy disposition. I hate the most when I see Christians don't really try to make an effort to be people, like to have people skills or to know how to deal with people or talk to people. Because how can you minister to people with a very mean face? Has God not been good to you? Okay, this is not a good representation of Christ. If you're always looking very unhappy, very bitter, like you don't want to be here, that's not a good representation of Christ. And if we're doing it unintentionally, what harm will it do to just learn how to do the opposite? Why is this society so rebellious and so against doing anything that's going to develop themselves? Why are people so resistant against that? I've encountered this a lot, especially on this channel. Like when I have to give my tough truths, there's just so many resistant people to messages that I'm like, it shouldn't be resistant to. Comment below why you think that is. I'm actually curious. Why is this generation? Was it always like this? But I feel like we are a rebellious generation and we just don't want to learn. Everybody is to each their own. I am who I am. Accept me for who I am. I don't have to change to be, to blend into society and to just, be a positive force in society, to be happy and to bring joy to those that you see. Why is that? We're going to get into all that more. But first, hey friend, welcome to my channel, Karina Lude Mental Gems. This channel is dedicated to leveling up in all areas of your life. So let us learn together, read together, but most importantly, grow together. Now, I know that was a long intro, but I really wanted to press on why it matters so that you can keep that in mind as we go into this. So I have here in my notes that creating softer facial expressions and enhancing your overall appearance can be achieved through both makeup, techniques, and mindful practices. Here are some suggestions for both women and men. So I'm going to start with the women first because there are external things that you can do beyond just lower and relax your face. I'm going to go a little bit deeper with you guys because there is makeup tricks, women, that you can do if you naturally have a very stoic, stonewall, tough RBF that will make you appear a lot softer, more friendly, more open. So let's get into that, okay? The first one is foundation and concealer. Use a lightweight foundation or BB cream to create an even skin tone without looking heavy. Avoid matte finishes as dewy skin can appear softer and more radiant. Now, this is a tip a lot of people don't know. The more dewy or moisturized your skin looks, the more youthful you appear as well, but you also appear more soft. Your features appear softer. The younger your features appear, the softer you look, right? You think of a baby's bottom or, youthful people, their skin always has like a flush and very soft and dewy. So when you put heavy foundation, I know a lot of women love the matte finish foundation, but not only does it harden your face, it gives that model-esque smize that you're going for. But if you're going for a job interview or if your goal is to appear soft and approachable, you might not want to do the baddie-esque matte, dry 90s supermodel type of makeup because it's going to do the opposite. More dewy skin is going to allow you to be a little bit softer. Plus, matte and heavy foundation, heavy makeup ages you. It ages you a lot and it ages you by like 5-10 years, okay? And why do that intentionally? Number 2 is blush. Opt for soft natural blush colors like peach or soft pink. Apply blush on the apples of your cheeks and blend it upwards to create a gentle flush look. So the apples like right here, don't bring the blush all the way here on your cheeks and stuff. You're not trying to look embarrassed or shy. That's not what we're trying to do all the time. You can do a little splotch there if you want, but that tends to just make you look constantly nervous. When you do that, you don't want to. You want to appear friendly and open. Right here, just a little bit with a little bit of highlighter, you put light blush, but stick to light colors because there's people that put red blush or too like heavy-handed with the blush. You don't want to be heavy-handed with the blush. You really want to look like your face is just flushed and it has blood flowing because that's how, a youthful person with the dewy and the blush, that's what makes them look so inviting and friendly, okay? Number 3 is eyes. Eyeshadow, use neutral or pastel shades for a softer look. Avoid harsh lines. Instead, blend colors well. Eyeliner, consider using a brown or soft gray eyeliner instead of black. A gentle smudge line on the upper lash line can create more approachable look. And mascara, apply mascara to enhance your lashes without clumping. Focus on elongating rather than thickening. Let's focus on that. A lot of people use black eyeliner or black pencil to line their waterline. No, you can use a brown or darker brown, preferably if you use a darker brown than a black, because the black looks harsher and again gives that smize, that RBF. It enhances our RBF. And I know some of you guys are like, but those makeups is my go-to. But people are constantly telling you, are you okay? Or feel like you're unapproachable. Well, yeah. So use browns and grays if you're gonna underline your eye, or if you're gonna do your lip, don't use the black, all black, but use a lighter brown or darker brown and peachy tones to do that. And eyeshadows, heavy eyeshadows, colorful greens, pinks. I'm not telling you to not be creative. There is a time and space for that. But if you're going for a job interview, if you want to naturally just appear more approachable, if you want to just enhance your face in the sense to appear a little bit softer, then you don't want to. I don't tend to do eyeshadow much, but if I do, I'll do something shimmery, light, that's dewy too, that's moisturized, not matte eyeshadow and not heavy-handed with dark all around. That's gonna make me look fierce. So I'll do more of a light shimmery. Like if you look at photos of Beyonce, she does this a lot. She'll do like the shimmery eyelids a lot with the natural face. She has kind of perfected that look, because if she does a fierce look, she can easily look like I'm that girl. People already hate her enough, right? So she's gonna make sure she does those dewy looks. You'll notice a lot of celebrities tend to do those looks where they just have the shimmery eyeshadow and they're not really heavy-handed with the eyeshadow. That's for a reason, because I'm like, how do you have these makeup artists, you know, that you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to yearly to do your makeup as a celebrity, but they don't be giving you a full beat? Because to us, a full beat is heavy makeup, you know, liner, all this fierce look. They be doing the softest, most neutral looks on these people, barely looks like they have makeup. And I'm like, why? Because there's a whole psychology that goes behind the makeup when you're a celebrity. You don't want to appear like you're better than everybody else, right? So they do a makeup that's more relatable, that's softer, that's more approachable, especially on the red carpet. So that's why, you know, the celebrities, the faces on the red carpet don't usually be that heavy. If they're going to be heavy, they'll be heavy on the lip with like a red or a bold lip, but everything else will be more soft. And as far as mascara go, a lot of people feel naked to the eye if they don't have heavy, long lashes, or they put like 10 coats of mascara on and stuff like that. But people can tell that it's not natural. The more natural your lashes look, the better it'll be. Me, I naturally have long lashes even at the bottom. So one coat of mascara works well for me. I don't really need to do like put lash extensions and stuff like that, right? But if you naturally have longer lashes, like you'd say for me, then you can do the one coat mascara and leave it alone, because I used to, with my lashes already being this long, I used to add on top of that. And so I used to walk around like if I, you know, blink too fast, I'll fly away. My head will fly off my shoulders because my lashes became wings. You do not need the caterpillar lashes. You don't. Because though you think, oh, I look naked without them, I look good, you don't. Because sometimes we're delusional with ourselves. We're not aware of how foolish we look until we look back and be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I was doing that. Because remember when everybody was wearing those pastel ashy lip gloss lipsticks? And now we look back, we're like, what were we doing, right? So think of it that way with the lashes. Trust me on that. If you're going to get lash done, do the natural ones that are not way too long. That's fine. The more natural it looks, the better, the more approachable. Because the human eye, anything that looks unnatural kind of turns us off to people. If it looks too unnatural, like your face stands out too much, the lashes are too big, the mascara too long, all of that, people tend to kind of hesitate a little bit before they talk to that person. So try to make them look natural, but still full. You can add lash extensions, but not full to the point where there's no space in between your lashes at all. If you blink too fast, like I said, your head will go flying off your shoulders. Next is lips. Choose softer lip colors like nude, soft pink, or peachy shades. Glossy finishes can also add a youthful, inviting appearance. I don't like matte lips if you want to be inviting, if you want to look fresh, if you want to look young. Don't do dry matte lips at all, especially if you're wearing a matte or nude color and there's cracks in between, because, you know, at the end of the day, it just looks like your lips are chapped. Really, really bad. I always say if you're going to do a nude or pale lip color, always line the lips and then put a gloss over it. You just have to do it. I'd rather you wear gloss than anything else. Always, the shinier your lips look, you look more youthful. And put a little bit of tint on it, you look more youthful. Men, if you're wearing chapstick, because men need to wear chapstick too, because your lips being dry and cracked makes you look uninviting too. They have lip balms that has like a little red light tint to it that just looks like blood is flushing to your lips. That will be a little bit better. It's not makeup or anything, but it's just a tint that you do. Okay, biblically, even Daniel and all those, they anointed their faces with oils and they wore lotions, because Daniel abstained from lotions too when he was on his Daniel fast. So they weren't walking around here ashy. Okay, so before y'all like, oh, this stuff is not biblical, they weren't walking around here ashy. Esther was not wearing makeup. Esther she went through a whole beauty treatment, had her hair done, was oiled up, moisturized, cheeks flushed and all that. They looked they looked up to par. Okay, so don't try to listen to people that tell you that you have to be walking around here dry, cracked, and ashy. That is not even biblical. Okay, we're not going to be ashy out here. But no matte lips. Number 5 is brows. Keep your eyebrows groomed but natural. Avoid overly defined or harsh shapes. Instead, opt for a soft, slightly arched brow that frames the face gently. Like y'all see the harsh black pencil people. No. You want to have thick enough lashes, not too thin. If you're not lashes, I'm sorry, brows. If your brows are too thin, you want to fill them up a little bit to be a little bit fuller because it makes you look younger. It takes like 5 years from your face when you have a fuller eyebrows, right? And if your eyebrows are too thick, you want just them right, like medium. If they're too thick, then you want to get them waxed or shaped or threaded to fit just about your face and stuff like that. No unibrow, because that can be intimidating too. It don't, So I used to have a unibrow. My eyebrows used to connect. I have very bushy eyebrows if they naturally grow out and I was a Frida Kahlo out here. Trust me. I come from a very hairy family. It was not cute, but I've learned just how to arch my eyebrows to make it look just like to frame my face perfectly. Okay, so not too much with the eyebrows, not too little. Now for the men. The number one thing is facial care and grooming, skin care. Maintain healthy skin through regular cleansing, moisturizing, and sun protection. A well-cared for complexion appears softer and more inviting. And yes, the same for women, but because men they don't have foundations and concealers to kind of cover their imperfections, you have to go the extra mile with your skincare because I'm not gonna lie, that little kids will humble you. And there's little kids that will literally say, what's all those dots on your face? All those bumps, all those rises. Kids will literally humble you. And kids are the purest definition of if your face is soft or not. If you see kids kind of like, because your face have a lot of breakout and stuff like that, kids are rude like that. Adults think the same thing. The whole time you're talking to them, the whole thing, they're making a frame of your face, looking around your face, and they're looking at the different, acne. And that can make somebody feel very insecure. So if you can afford to, gather your coins so that you can go to a dermatologist. If it's chronic acne, that is probably hormonal and all of those things, try to do that. And if it's diet related, because a lot of our diets is what messes up our skin like that, or you're not getting enough sleep and a hydration issue, then fix those things. Hydrate yourself, get enough sleep, and balance your hormones by eating more fruits and vegetables, eliminating excess meat and oils and stuff like that. Try those things first. Also, cleansing your face and figuring out a skincare routine for yourself. You should have a skincare routine. If you're going to moisturize with natural oils so that you don't have skin that just, dirty skin, bumpy skin, all of those things does not give you a soft face. Number 2 is facial hair. If you have facial hair, consider keeping it well groomed, but not overly sharp. A light stubble or soft beard can create a more relaxed appearance. If you know those people that have the beard and it's too angular, too sharp, too well lined down to their hair or whatever, it can be a little not intimidating, but it doesn't look as soft. It doesn't look as sharp if it looks too perfect, right? So, and then if your beard is too bushy, too wild, too out there control, it can be a little scary. What's in there? That's all you're thinking. How you groom, it's not as soft or as approachable. But if you live with light, you have a beard. We know you see have a beard, but it's soft. It's not all over the place. It's not too big, too long, too sharp. Still clean, but not like, dang, a sharp, I could cut myself if I touch his face. You know what I'm saying? That is more of a softer look. And you'll notice that a lot of celebrities, male celebrities, that's the kind of beard that they would have, that have the soft, like 5 o'clock type of shave, the ones that want to look a little rustic, but still soft and approachable, the good guy, the golden retriever kind. Their beards are never too polished or too groomed or too wild either. It's just in the middle that gives you a softer face if you already struggle with that. Number 3 is eyebrows. Keep eyebrows tidy but natural. Avoid overly thick or angular shapes. A slightly rounded shape can soften the face because men can get unibrows too, and overruly like eyebrow. If the guys with the bushy eyebrows, bushy beard and stuff, you look a little scary there, like Dumbledore or something, right? Dumbledore didn't really have a soft face. He looked like, a wizard, whatever. So you want to not have too groomed, because then, if it's too groomed too, you don't look soft, and it kind of does feminize the face a little bit more for men if you're not going for a more feminized face. You want more of a masculine to retain like a masculine face. You don't want to like get in it like a woman's shape, right? You want it to still look natural, but controlled. Don't do it too sharp and get it waxed in that way. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what you're going for. Next is relaxed expression. Practice being mindful of your facial muscles. A relaxed jaw and slightly parted lips can convey a more approachable demeanor, right? Leave your lips partly slighted. You don't have to fully always close it. If you tend to, that's only practice that. If when you notice your natural expression is to purse your lips tightly together, like this is your natural go-to lip position, then you want to slightly leave your lips open, relax. Even if your eyes are a little dead, your lips are not pursed together, because then if your lips are pursed together, your jaw can tend to clench. If you have a natural habit of clenching your jaw, then you want to practice leaving your lips open so that you can unclench your jaw. Okay? Smiling with your eyes also, which I'm not saying to look into someone's soul, but relax eyes. Just think of happy thoughts. Just relax eyes. You don't gotta overdo it, right? So general tips for both men and women are to smile genuinely. A genuine smile can soften your entire face. Practice smiling with your eyes, which involves slightly lifting your cheeks. And smiling with your eyes is opening your eyes more, because when you have an RBF, you think of smizing. The eyes squint and close. When you're squinting and closing it, it can be a look of disapproval, don't approach, or deep thought, right? So people tend to know. But if your eyes are a little bit more open, I'm not saying like this, because then you make people anxious. This give you anxiety. Anyone you talk to that's like this will make you anxious. But your eyes are alert. Try not to be droopy. If you have droopy lids, I recommend for women to do cat eye, wing eye, going up. If your eyelids tend to naturally droop, it will lift up your eyes a little bit to look more alert. And that will also cause your face to not look so sad or droopy or unapproachable, and soften your face a little bit to do the cat eye. But if your lids are naturally heavy and your eyes go down, I suggest you keep your eyes open. Practice that at home to put in a natural position to be alert, because that's also smiling with your eyes. If your eyes are alert and open. But if your eyes are like this, even though you're smiling, it looks dead. It looks unapproachable. It looks out. But if your eyes are open, now it's like I'm smiling with my eyes. I'm alert. You guys get what I'm saying. Now, second is posture and body language. Maintain open and relaxed body language. Avoid crossing arms and keeping a slight lean forward when engaging with others. When engaging with others, you like this, I disagree with you. I want to close off, create a little space. You don't want to do that. To be welcoming, open yourself up, and open your body language and posture. You're confident, you're comfortable. I'm open, you can talk to me. The more you shrink and close, because when your arms are crossed, you're bringing your arms to yourself, right? If you crossing your legs while you standing up too, and the more you shrink into yourself, the more closed off you come, and then it makes your whole expression not soft enough. But the more open you are, posture is straight, shoulders is out and open. It's good to have good posture. It makes you a lot more approachable, comes off very confident. You can fake it even if you're not confident. It just comes off very confident. Next is mindfulness. Be aware of your facial expressions throughout the day. Relax your forehead and jaw to avoid tension that can lead to a harsher appearance. So your jaw, please relax the jaw, unclench your hands to relax, like shake yourself off throughout the day to be like, okay, relax your forehead. You don't want your forehead to be furrowed like this all the time. If this is your natural expression, because I used to be my natural expression, that was my natural expression. But relax it, for not only is it going to age you faster, which okay, that's not an issue, but also it comes off that you're either upset about something or you're in deep thought. So if someone's upset about something, we don't really want to approach them. And if they're in deep thought, we don't really want to disturb. We're kind of like, this person is to themselves, right? So once your face is always relaxed, it don't always look like that, and you're more approachable. Now, you can do all the opposite if you're having days. I have days I don't want to be approachable. I don't want to be talked to. I kind of just want my alone time. Like if I'm at the park reading a book, I probably don't want a stranger to come talk to me. So I'm trying to be relaxed. So I'll be like this. There's body language you can give off to, hey, stay away. But it's all dependent on that. Number 4 is lighting. Natural light is your friend. Take advantage of soft, flattering light when you're applying makeup or taking photos, right? Don't do your makeup in dark light or harsh light. Don't do your makeup in those lights. If you're going to do your makeup, sit in front of a window, have a mirror in front of you, do natural light, because it'll make sure that you're getting it exactly to your skin tone. Now, if you're doing it under fluorescent lights or harsh light, when you go out in the streets, there's always something that's not blend quite right, and you can't see like you really want to see. When you're taking photos too, your face will appear softer in the more natural light. That's why everybody loves golden hour, right? Everybody loves golden hour because you look your best in those light. Your face looks soft and dewy and misty and colorful and flushed, right? But if you're taking pictures under fluorescent light, you can kind of look dry and ashed out. Or if you're sitting under fluorescent lights and all of those things, you kind of look a little dried and ashed out. The more natural the light, the better that it's going to make you look. Okay. Number 5, practice facial exercises. Gentle facial exercises can help relax and tone your facial muscles, contributing to a softer appearance over time. By incorporating these techniques and practices, both women and men can achieve a softer, more approachable look. So these are just some of the techniques, but also really practice just looking at yourself in the mirror, being familiar with it, and then asking those who are next to you, hey, what would you say my face looks like on a natural basis? Ask them and see what they say. And according to what they say, then you know where you need to make the adjustment. Because somebody said, you usually relax. Or, yeah, your face always look like you're thinking about something, or you're stressed, or you're unhappy, or this and that. Then you can look at that and be like, oh, wow, okay, this is where I need to fix, what I need to tweak. Look at your makeup. Look at photos of yourself if you have them when you do your makeup, and be like, hey, is my eyebrows too dark with the pencil I use? Do I use black pencil a lot? Am I too heavy-handed with my foundation? Am I not blending enough? Even if you are wearing layers, because sometimes if I'm going out all day or I'm recording, I'll wear more than one layer of foundation. I'm not always like, but you blend, you take your time, you do it in natural lighting to where it doesn't look like you're wearing a whole nother skin, right? So ask yourself those things, do a little bit of adjustment, and comment below which ones you're going to put into practice. What do you think? I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.